Okay. Didn't look like it. Didn't look like it. Tell me when we're live, Van. Tell me. Tell me. Van says we're live. I'll be looking. Do you see me? Okay. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the morning grind. Every Monday through Friday. Somebody sits right here. Emily, congrats on being first. I believe there's a spiritual thing about being number one in everything you do. We begin every single show the same way. We go around the horn. We're going to start over here with this dude to my left. We begin every single show with 60 seconds of gratitude, forcing ourselves to become aware, to think about what are we grateful for.
I had a relaxed weekend. I was able to hang out with my grandma.
Good. Emily, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful that my parents decided after 25 years that they're going to get married, so they did that this past week.
They did get married?
Yeah.
Congrats. Was it a big wedding? Was it at y'all's house or a reception at y'all's house? Or?
No, we actually moved it because weather purposes. Yeah.
Was it emotional?
Not for me. I was kind of giggling a little bit. I was like, 25 years later, okay. But my mom was pretty emotional and she was very happy. So
why did they decide to go ahead and get married after 25 years of not being married?
I don't know. That's a question I've been asking too.
Well, good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them.
I'm thankful that I got to hang out with all kinds of friends on Saturday and Sunday. Honestly, I was around people all weekend.
Good for you. Dan the man.
The
new guy.
A good weekend was balanced between work and just relaxation, so it was good balance.
I'm thankful my grandfather that I don't get to see that much invited me to dinner last night. So I was
Where'd y'all go?
at Longhorn.
What'd you get?
I got the chicken sandwich. It was good.
Oh, Sam, that is not. Did you see Sam's comment? He always goes to you. Sam always goes to Emily. Always. Sam, thank you for getting on here. Please like, comment, share the stream. I'm thankful. Very action-packed weekend. My wife got this deal worked out finally, for sure. The Burts came over. I cooked. And it was funny because whenever he has a few drinks, he can relax and be very funny. And he said to me, fella, I've never seen anybody work as hard cooking as you in my life. And I was like drenched in sweat. I had 2 grills going back and forth. The steaks, thanks for asking. The steaks, the funny thing is, the steaks looked red. It looked almost like an ahi tuna, it's because when you smoke them, they turn red. And there's a little red tint to it. And I love my steak. My wife loved hers, but the birds had like half their steak left. And I'm like,
So what temperature were they cooked then?
I did 225, but I seared them on the green egg, and I couldn't get my egg hot enough.
So does that make it like a rare?
Yeah, they came off about 135, 136.
So I usually eat rare medium.
I like medium rare, medium.
Well, they were close to 140 by the time we ate. They were good. They just didn't look like
Look good.
it had like a little red tint to it. I bet they were good with that new bottle of A1. I had my A1. I had my creamy horseradish. It was fantastic. It was really, really good. Okay, moving along. Hopefully somebody Googles this topic. That's why I put it in there. If you're looking to buy a house in Murfreesboro under $300,000, where would you go? What would you buy? And I think a lot of people are going to see townhomes. They're going to be nicer, they're going to be newer, but they're going to have these HOAs, and they're not going to have yards. If I were younger, let me tell you a neighborhood, an area I would go to, and this is the area I grew up in. Not a rich kid like some of the people around here. I grew up in this little area off Minerva Drive. A lot of brick ranch homes with big yards, homes built starting in the 50s. 1950s, 60s, maybe even to the 70s. And all the floor plans, they look the same. It's about a 1,200 square foot house, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. Some of the rich people, maybe they had 2 baths. That's how we knew if you were rich back then.
Next bathroom.
That's right. Dang, they're rich.
got
They have smaller closets, and they've got little old school bathrooms where the master or the primary bedroom, it's probably not even in the bedroom. It's down a hall or somewhere. But the homes are built very well. I mean, they're built the bones, as people would say, they're very well, and they're actually easy houses to remodel. They're all on one level. Most have a garage. Some of the people like us converted their garage. That was our bonus room. It was a garage fixed up
The den.
with some carpet. Yeah, that's it. So these homes, like I've got 2 or 3. I think I've got 2. One on Atlas, one on site. Yeah, I've got 2 over there. And I almost bought the house I grew up in. So if I were someone that had a budget of, let's say, $300,000, you can get some homes over there in the $250,000 range. There's some streets I'd say stay away from. There's some that are better than others. But if you go over there, there's people like character. They like big trees. They like bigger streets. If you could go in there, especially if you could do any work, can you do any work on your own? You probably can't do any remodeling at all, can you? You could call somebody though, couldn't you? Get over here and do this. But if you're someone and you could put some money into these houses, there's a lot of charm in these neighborhoods. And most of you are too young to remember when whenever East Nashville started. It wasn't a very good area, and a tornado went through there in the late 90s. Van probably remembers this. It hit the Nissan Stadium where the Titans play, and it went over there. Well, what happened is a lot of people started going over there buying the lots, and they would tear the homes down or they would remodel, and there was like this East Nashville craze. And those values just went up because if you get one person in there doing it, it's easier for a next person and then a next person. Well, what I'm seeing over here in this neighborhood, in the Hobgood Elementary area is what I'll call that, is you're seeing more and more people come in there and they're fixing and they're flipping. Or I have fixed and I have flopped. I couldn't sell one of them back in the day, so I decided to keep it. I remember I bought it for $127,000. Then I put a little bit of money in, and I tried to sell it for maybe. I was trying to make about $15,000. We went into a slower time of the year, and I just kept the property, and that's probably going on 10 years ago. Now it's
The ones in Murfreesboro?
yeah, it's the one. I think it's on Cypress, and I kept it, and prices have gone up, and what I think. People, if you dress these homes up and you decorate them, there's going to be more and more people, I think, that'll want to live in that area. So think about this: a 300. Whenever those homes were bought, I remember you could buy one. I've seen old newspaper ads for like $12,000. So the land back then, the lot alone was probably $1,000. The same land in Murfreesboro today, in other, like let's say you go way out to Creeks Bend. Do you know how much the lots are in Creeks Bend in this section?
175.
They're not quite that. That's a good guess. Probably 145.
Dang.
So you can buy a house, fix it up. Lots, the land is what drives up prices. Riverview Cove, we sold those lots for $165. 3 years later, they're $240. How much of an increase is that? I know you're just going to do the quick math and say it went up $70,000, but do the percentage of how much the land went up. So what if those houses are I'd say like if you had a tear down over there, you could probably sell a lot over there for $80,000 in the Hobgood Elementary. This is the area. If I were looking under $300,000. I would heavily consider it, looking into this area and what could I do to increase the value. Von Grafton, shut us down.